being authentic, what does it really mean and how to become it? Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Roubina Khodadin. I hope that the sound of the waves will lull you together with my voice and not disturb you, so hopefully that works for you. Well, how many times when we have to go, let's say, a job interview, or we're going on a date, and friends and people are saying, just be yourself, it will be fine. Just be your authentic self, that's the great one. And then we do it, and then we think, well, things go weird, things don't work out as we think they would. Sometimes people in front of us, they have reactions to what we are. Sometimes thinking back a few days, a few months, a few years later, we think, I should have done this differently. I should have not behaved in that kind of way, even though it might have been authentic. So basically, being authentic, it means being oneself. But when we think about being oneself, there is ourselves, just ourselves with ourselves, me and me. But then there's me with you, right? So there's oneself with oneself, and then oneself with the world, with other people. But if obviously we're not going to be exactly the same with, let's say, a stranger than with your, if you've got a sister or a really good close friend, you're not going to be exactly the same. So being authentic is also something to put in context. Being authentic certainly doesn't mean just be totally how you want to be. Doesn't unfortunately mean that. And sometimes we mistake that, which is the point of this video. So if being authentic means learning more about yourself, learning about your taste, finding your own style, whether it's clothing style, whether it's your own taste in music, things you like, things that makes you vibrant, that touches you, as we say, touch your soul. Yes, definitely. Giving us more confidence, definitely. But when it comes to the world, to the social context, we can't apply that. Typically because other people don't have the same experiences of us. The other person that doesn't have the same values, the other person doesn't have the same background, the other person doesn't have the same personality. So let's take myself, right? Maybe I'm being authentic in the fact that, okay, in a lot of my videos, sometimes I just laugh in the middle of them for no reason. And also there's one thing, I tend to change location all the time when I'm filming. Yeah, this is very much me. But the way I'm talking to you, the way I'm expressing myself is definitely not the same as when I'm talking to a very good long-term friend, not the same as if I'm talking to my mother. So, but does that make me less authentic? Does that? Of course, not necessarily. And also the other thing is, maybe in my eyes I'm being authentic, but in your eyes I'm not. So something about authenticity is also, it's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So for instance, what would you say? Would you say I am authentic or not? Just leave me in the comments quickly, yes or no. I'll use myself as like the target for this question. So if you've been listening to me sometimes, just write down, do you think I'm authentic or not? Let's do it. Okay, now that we've put all this into context, let's see how we can be more authentic. The rest is coming up. In the meantime, please like the video before you forget, and why not subscribe and click the little bell. As we just said, authenticity, there's two parts of it. There's me and me with the rest of the world. So when you think about you and you, if you think about yourself today, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, no matter how old you are, would you say you're exactly the same person? Probably not. You would say that you've evolved, most likely. So as you evolved, you find more things about yourself that you like, that you don't like, that you want to improve. So evolution is a key to authenticity, because when do we ever become fully authentic? When we die, or does it ever happen? But we might be authentic today to the person we are today, and then tomorrow we'll be authentic to the person we are tomorrow. So evolution. The other thing is, in the social context, how can we be more authentic is by trying to be true to ourselves, and at the same time being aware that the other person is another person. So being more tolerant to other people's ways doesn't mean accepting just anything. That's not what I mean. But I mean, in our interaction, to be aware that the other person doesn't come from the same place as us. So a level of tolerance is necessary generally in life, no matter what, right? So, and also, as we evolve, maybe we become more tolerant to certain behaviors and less tolerant to others. So again, there's a matter of evolution. So evolution, our own evolution as a human, and evolution in a social context are actually the keys to being more and more authentic. And the second thing is, whether it's you and yourself or you with other people, what tends to happen is the more we are emotionally intelligent, the more authentic we become. Because if we are emotionally intelligent, it means we are more we've got more balance inside. If we've got more balance inside, we've got more peace inside. If we've got more peace inside, we need less external validation. If we need less external validation, then we can aspire to be more authentic. So basically, the key to that is emotional intelligence. Even when it comes to other people, if everything the other person says brings big reactions, then we're not being emotionally intelligent. So evolution and emotional intelligence are the two keys to authenticity. Being given that also authenticity changes from day to day. Authenticity is also in the eye of who is deciding whether somebody is being authentic or not. So the next video that's going to appear is about emotional intelligence. You're just going to have to click on it. But before that, do leave me your comment to let me know if you think I'm authentic or not. And click on the little video, and I'll say thank you. Bye bye.